Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. I am Fonrath, but I'm sure you already know that. We're going to be watching episode 4 today of Chainsaw Man. Now, I'm sure you most likely saw episode 3 of my reaction of Chainsaw Man. You'll know I was not impressed by episode 3 of Chainsaw Man. I thought the writing was kinda garbage for that episode, but we clearly have not gotten to the main meat and potatoes of the main story. Right now, it's just been a bunch of character introductions and just very stupid plot lines to make us like the characters apparently. Not really doing a really good job of that, I'm not gonna lie. Don't mind me, I'm just opening a cold one. Chainsaw Man episode 4. Oh my god, we will. Buddies. And, yes, we go back to power. Wait. Forgot my notebook. If you didn't know, I write down a couple of things that I want to talk about throughout the episode. Alright, I am good to go. So yeah, as I was saying, Power's backstory was kinda garbage last episode, and I hope that when people watch my reactions and, they listen to what I'm saying, they actually understand that I'm not talking about the storyline itself. Oftentimes, I'm talking about mainly the consistency of the writing. For instance, an example that I often bring up to people is if the main character, for instance, of a story, literally just lost their entire family, all their loved ones, in an accident, they're not going to celebrate someone's birthday the next day. They're not going to throw a party the next day, even if that party was already planned in advance. They're not gonna go through with that party anymore. They're not gonna be at that party anymore because they're gonna be super depressed, right? One event and the consequences of that event lead into the next event, or whether or not that event happens at all, depending on what happened in the previous event. In other words, the story moves forward, constantly progresses. One event might change everything. In other words, you can't say that, oh, the devil told Power to go get a human, and then she just didn't. Or if maybe she tried to, and then she got captured, like, that evening, then show that, or say that, or, something like that. Give us an explanation of why it didn't happen. But, I could talk about, writing consistency all day, but, let's move on, let's move on. Let's actually watch the episode. Still eating cows, I see. Still eating cows. Maybe some bears for dinner? I mean, yeah, okay, so I was questioning whether or not she had the blood powers in the flashback when the cat was, kidnapped. So she did. In other words, my question of why she didn't just kidnap any random human off the street is still up for debate. She's definitely powerful. Okay, so this is before the cat gets kidnapped. Or catnapped. It's funny that they immediately go back into this, because I hope, maybe... Okay, so I think this is right after that happened. Okay, maybe they're gonna talk about this. Maybe they're gonna show what happened. I'm guessing this is literally the morning after that happened, when the cat got catnapped. Okay, please show me and make me understand. Show me. Show me what happened that she couldn't just randomly bring a human immediately. Why is she so weak? You see, they tried to explain away one problem, immediately creating another. Why is she she's running, and she's tired and shit. How long has she been running? She couldn't have been running that long, not to mention, she's the devil. She has superhuman strength, and I doubt the city or the nearest, village or whatnot was that far away. Not to mention, assuming maybe she hadn't had food or blood for a while. Like, she was just chilling on the roof there with the cat, not really giving a shit. And now all of a sudden, I would imagine, like, let's say 5 hours later, she's like completely worn out and like totally tired and like stuff like this. Like, come on. She's a devil. She has superhuman strength. You know, super devil strength. How did she get so like worn out in a couple hours? You know? Questions that need to be explained. Huh? Oh. Okay. I'm kind of hoping they still go into a flashback later on this episode and actually explain how she got caught by Makima and stuff. But now I guess we're going back to the present where she's inside the devil or something. Like I said this last episode, but you know, Power is obviously going to be alive. Stupid plot device and plot hole because why didn't the devil just bite her in half? Good question. That devil was honestly the most dumbest devil I have ever seen, but okay, moving on. Don't think that boob reference, dodging boobs reference, was lost to me. It was not. And I cringed inside, just like I do every time. You know, one thing I'm really interested in, and another thing that is just a problem. A devil kidnapped the cat, and who knows how much time passed between when the cat got catnapped and now when they got the cat back. The devil had the cat that whole time, and somehow the cat is completely alive, and not just alive but also fat. Clearly has been getting fed. How? If you showed me the cat was like malnourished and then you told me like in a couple of minutes you're gonna tell me that it's been maybe like 3-4 days since Power joined Makima's group, or like it's been like 3-4 days since Power got captured by Makima, right? Then I would be like, okay, so it's been a couple of days and the cat managed to survive. But considering I think it's been probably a week or two, at least, since the catnap incident and Makima capturing Power somehow, did the devil feed the cat? How? What did it feed it? It clearly didn't give a shit about the cat. Why would it feed it? You know, there's so many unanswered questions. It's like things are the way they are, but there's no explanation of why they are the way they are. Ah, yes. The fuck? Who the fuck is this guy? Damn, that fucking devil has some serious goddamn. You know, I don't know if I can say that on YouTube. Let me guess, you're too weak or something, right? See, before we go into this, I just want to say that if I was nitpicking, right, I would say that there's literally 0% chance any real human would be completely fine like this with their hand cut off. Okay? And not to mention, he was clearly in pain just literally like 30 seconds ago, right? And now he's not, right? Now, if I was nitpicking, I would say that's just not realistic or that's bullshit, right? But this is a shonen, so I'm used to pain not having any meaning. But if I was nitpicking, I would say that, but I'm not. Another thing I would say, if I was nitpicking, I would say that why is this place so devoid of people? Why are they fighting in? They're fighting in a city, and even if there was some sort of quick evacuation or something, you would still see some people or like traces of human life, but like you can clearly tell it's like they're fighting in a ghost town. I'm not gonna lie, the top part of the chainsaw coming out of his fucking head, it just looks stupid. Not gonna lie. Like, why'd they even do that? You could have literally just been like, oh, I don't have enough strength to pull the chainsaws out anymore. And just had him looking like a human. Like, no, he has to have this dumbass unicorn looking ass fucking chainsaw coming out of his head. Like, it just looks so stupid. I'm sorry, but like this whole copper feel of a boob thing it's so stupid, right? Like you could essentially his entire character is now just based on the fact that he wants to touch boob, and it's just not cool. It's not cool. It's not interesting. It's stupid. That's all it's ever gonna be. I don't know if anyone, I doubt anyone in the world actually thinks that it's cool or funny or entertaining or like stuff like that. It's like, I just can't take it seriously. You know, it could be, they could make it into a thing where it's like, if I was writing this, right, I would do it like, I wouldn't have had him come up with this boob thing so quickly. But I would have done it in a way where, okay, the character sees that everyone's taking it seriously and stuff like that, right? And his entire life has been shit, and he just kind of wants to chill, right, and have fun. Because everyone else is taking it seriously, I'm not gonna take it seriously. What do I want? I kind of want to fondle some boobs. And then he uses that as the reason to do this insanely like difficult and scary job, right? He kind of uses that as an excuse. In reality, he is scared and not sure about what what he wants and what he's actually doing any of this for. Maybe that's exactly what they do later on. Who knows? But essentially, the way they've set it up is just making me think that he actually just wants to touch boobs and nothing else. That's his entire character. Now, if that's not the case, and there is some deeper, like, psychological thought process behind this, then you just set it up incorrectly. I mean, I guess at least they're self-aware. The animation is definitely top-notch. Finally, some backup. Like I said, the animation is great. Don't get me wrong, the animation is basically the only reason to watch this show so far. There isn't much else, honestly. And I guess, like, maybe they're trying to say that, oh, Denji wanting to touch a boob is like, it's a dream just like any other or whatnot. Who knows? Like, his determination and will to want to touch a boob is just as strong as other people wanting to do their grand dreams and stuff like that. But ultimately, when it comes down to it, one dream is stupid, the other dream is normal. I think that's kind of the thing that we can establish here is that Denji's dream, while he has the willpower, determination to see it through and fight for that dream with everything he has, point is that his dream is still stupid and just in general kind of dumb. So, yeah, moving on.
デビルハンターは悪魔と契約して悪魔と戦う。俺は狐の悪魔と契約している。力を借りる代わりに体の一部を狐に食わせる契約だ。悪魔は常に人の死を望む。それは魔人も同じだ。パワーはいいやつだぜ。監視カメラに巡回エリア外に行くお前たちが確認されている。それにコウモリの悪魔が潜んでいたと思われる家にはお前の血が大量に落ちていた。お前血の魔人に殺されそうになっただろ。
It's funny how they put so much thought into stuff like this, because this is the type of thing where I wouldn't have thought they would go into such detail, because they're talking about surveillance cameras caught you two heading to their patrol area, and then the blood leading up to the house that the Bat Devil was in. It's like all these small details, okay, and then you have the Bat Devil just not regenerating because reasons. It's like they fail at the worst times, even though you don't have to. You just it's like getting all the answers correct on a test and then just not putting your name on the fucking test. They talk about this like blood trail leading up to it was your blood that led up to the house. The blood devil or blood fiend tried to kill you, right? And it's like they figure this out very easily. Everything here makes sense. I have no problems with it. But why can't they be this thorough with other things? Very simple and easy things.
理由はわからないが、お前はまた悪魔に肩入れしているな。さあ、どうでしたかな。お前が一つだけ条件を飲むなら、今回は見逃してやる。俺の言うことは素直に聞くこと。お前はバカでガキで道徳がない。お前は今の生活を守れるぜ。
Just say yes.
どうだ。
Come on. Don't be a fucking dumbass and say no. Come on, just say yes. Thank you.
安心してくれ。あんたらみてえにご立派な目標はねえし、しょぼい夢しかねえけどよ。てめえと同じぐらい、俺、マジでやっからさ。
I don't know about that. You know what I think I actually would like Denji a lot more as a character if they just dropped the whole boob thing. If they literally just made Denji be like, hey, I just want to live a normal, everyday life with everyday enjoyments, stuff like that, and I'm willing to fight to keep that lifestyle, then I feel like he'd be completely fine. They make this character so... It's like watching a horny fucking 15-year-old teenager. The character only thinking about boobs and like sex and stuff like that. It's just cringe, right? So I'm kind of hoping they move away from this boob thing. The sooner the better, honestly.
俺たちはデビルハンターです。
俺たちデビルハンターです。
使えるもんは何でも使うべきだ。でも敵は敵。利用するだけです。慣れ合うつもりはないですよ。
It's very interesting because I can also see this anime, this story being much better if we just saw it from his point of view. He seems like the straight man, the normal guy. Honestly, I've been enjoying the last few minutes of this show because we've been watching him going through and talking to people.
巡回エリア内からの逸脱は違反行為だけど。
今回は死者も出ませんでしたし、結果として悪魔2体の駆除もできましたから、不問にしてよろしいかと。
I mean, Makima doesn't seem like the type to always run on the straight and narrow. You know, she seems the type to be like, I feel like a little bending of the rules can be done if it serves our purpose. That's kind of the feel I get from Makima, so I'm surprised. I mean, she did let it go, I guess, so I guess it's fine.
も少し頭が柔らかくなった？デンジ君と一緒に住んでる絵。
Okay, you shouldn't do this. A lot of shows do this, where, you know, a character under the main character's influence starts to change or change their viewpoints. But this is way too early. It's episode 4. You usually would do this after like episode 8, when they've actually had time to like interact. They've had like what, like 2 days worth of interactions? I mean, surprisingly, I've been enjoying following Aki. You know, he actually seems like a decent character. You know, character with deep pains and like scars, emotional scars, physical scars. You know, dark background, motivation, no breathing. Like these everyday moments with him. I feel like I enjoyed the I've seen like 2 minutes of Aki going around. Well, okay, maybe more than 2 minutes, like 5 minutes of Aki going around talking to people, and then some everyday life stuff. And I already care more about Aki in 5 minutes than 3 episodes with Denji. You know, if anything, Aki is in the pluses, Denji is in the minuses after 3 episodes. Or 3.5 even. I wonder if they purposefully made Denji unlikable. But I mean, that would just be a mistake anyway. You don't want to make your main character unlikable. You want to still show that they have a heart of gold. Even if they have some, you know, not so great qualities, you know, you want to still show that they have a good heart behind it all. Not a heart that just wants boobs, okay? But yeah, I think, like, if they purposely made Denji unlikable, then it's like, dude, that's a mistake.
彼、
やり。んだよ。悪魔か？
Why is he carrying the goddamn, it's power, most likely, yep.
おうおうおう、狭い家じゃのう。早川くんちの部屋一つパワーちゃんに貸してほしいの。私が早川くんを一番に信用しているからだよ。もう死ぬじゃん。おい、俺の最強だぞ。
I mean,
はい。
Makima definitely knows how to play them all. Very, very interesting. But again, we haven't seen Makima do anything yet. Yeah, she's good at, like, manipulating all these people, but, like, is that all she does? You know, is she just a very good, like, human manipulator? You know, emotional manipulator? Is that her whole shtick? I'd like to see more of Makima. Maybe we'll get to it later on, but, like, still, you know? I feel like Makima is just the best character in the whole show this far.
野菜は嫌いじゃ。
What the fuck?
野菜を投げるな。てめえ。
Yo! Oi! Power, dude. I don't care if this is anime or not. Fuck you, dude. You don't fucking throw your food like that. What the fuck is wrong with you? Potentially hours of fucking cleaning work. Jesus. Fuck is wrong with her? Jesus. Like, oh man. Fuck off, Power. Fuck off.
トイレクソはたまにしか流さんはじゃ。
流せ。
くせえんだよ。
風呂はたまにしか入らんはじゃ。
入れ。
くせえんだよ。
なんちゃうなら人間は繊細じゃのう。なあやこ。
Yeah. I mean, at this point, at least, that was a little bit funny. It wasn't like laugh out loud funny, but like at least, you know what I feel like? I think a lot of the quote unquote comedy in the show would actually work in manga format. I think it works in manga form but it just doesn't work in anime form.
約束だったじゃろ。胸を揉ませてやるから。揉め。
Oh, god damn it. Oh, please, come on. At least...
揉んでいい回数は3揉みじゃ。
I just hope that they actually do it now. And just get it over with.
揉むんじゃな。
And they don't, like, stall. Okay, don't be stalling. Okay, don't be stalling. Okay, capitalism. Just get it over with. Okay. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, this episode was much, much better than episode 3. Episode 3 was complete garbo, but episode 4 definitely, was much better. Obviously, they did not, explain any of the problems that I had with episode 3, which, you know, I doubt they're ever gonna go back to. I'm hoping that the future conflicts are gonna be better written in a way where the fucking evil devil doesn't just immediately give up because reasons, you know? I didn't write anything down either because it was, honestly, I mean, it was a good episode. And I think a big part of the episode, or rather the reason I actually liked the episode was majorly right after this. Right after, like, once this fight was over, right? We saw a lot of Aki. Aki talking, explaining his power, okay, Aki talking, they have a little back and forth, I guess. Denji, as long as Denji doesn't talk, he's just a better character. You know, Aki talking, and then Aki thinking, right? Then you have Aki doing this and that, right? Talking, yep. Very good. Denji says something, okay, Aki leaves, then we still follow Aki's interaction with power here. Then we see Aki goes to Makima, right? Even this little thing where he goes to her office, and then before knocking, straightens his tie and hair and stuff like that. Just a small thing that immediately tells us, okay, he wants to look good for Makima, whether that is in a professional capacity or a more like personal capacity. You know, either way, he wants to look good for Makima, right? And then we have Aki and Makima's exchange here, and then we see Aki again in his everyday habitat, a wild Aki in his natural habitat, you know? Aki again, we're talking to Makima, right? And then they have these exchanges here, and then we go into the boob touch scene, I guess. Essentially, I think what we've established is that as long as Denji is not on the screen, the show is good. As I said when I went through the episode, I don't know if they made Denji unlikable on purpose, but that was definitely a mistake. Maybe they made Denji like that because they wanted to appeal to some sort of like 13-year-old demographic or something, I don't know, but point is, so far, I have to say, as long as Denji is not the main focus on the screen, the show is actually enjoyable. In the end here, I'm really hoping that next episode, they're not gonna go back to this boob touching thing. I'm hoping the next episode is just gonna start and they're both leaving the bathroom and Denji is like high or something. They don't show the boob grab, they just make it obvious that it happened and now it's done. This episode was definitely much better than the previous episode. I had so many problems with the last episode, even though, as I said, none of those problems were fixed in this one. They at least didn't create any more problems. Granted, not a lot really happened, not a lot of things that they could have really fucked up. So, you know, they did pretty well. Definitely a kind of a breath of fresh air compared to the last episode. Definitely liked this episode much more, and here's hoping that they continue to go and focus on other characters than Denji. I hope you enjoyed watching this, my reaction, my thoughts, my thought process when it comes to the show, and I will see you next time in episode 5 of Chainsaw Man. Now get off my lawn, you little children, fuck off!